7 items, and of course a sweet thing, to use for your Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome to your spiritual home. And if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Our channel is about spiritual lifestyle and African spirituality. And if you're interested in any of those topics, stick around. But first, I want to shout out all my people from New Orleans. Woohoo! Welcome. Today, our video is about 7 items, and of course, a sweet thing, to use for your defense and protection. So, let's get started. Today, family, we're going to talk about items to use for defensive magic. And one of the things that comes up a lot is, what can I do to protect myself? People are always asking about what can they do to protect themselves. And so I want to just say, first, always prayer. 2, cleansing yourself, taking spiritual washes and things like that. But I thought that today would be a good day to introduce different items that some of you have never tried, that are easy to use and that are very effective. So easy to use and very effective and not expensive, right? Some of these items you can find in nature, but we definitely sell them at yeyeo.com and here in our store, Yeyeo Botanica. So this item today is a bat head's root. And initially when you see this, see it in nature, but it has 2 very, very, very sharp points here in the front, and it is used for defensive work. You can put bat head root in an amulet. You can put it in a bag. Most people do not turn this into powder, but carrying it on you and even having it in a space, oh my gosh, it just works by being there. And so those are the types of things that I want to share with you today. Some items that work on their own and items that you too can do something to make it really work even stronger. So bat head roots, very, very good to use. And again, you can find this in nature. Very, very strong for defensive work. It's got like these very sharp talons here, and definitely an item that's used for protection, warding off negativity, and blocking negative energy. I'm going to share one of my favorites, like favorites, one of my favorites with you. And I've done a video with this. So this is a devil's pod. It's also known as buffalo nut. Has a little hole underneath. I also did a video a couple of years ago with this particular item, like for people to go away if you're being stalked or you've got somebody that's bothering you, or if just negative energies to go away. This is fantastic to use. And as you can see here, it's got like this 2 eyes, nose, ears, so it definitely has a look like something that is wicked, but wonderful, wonderful to use to ward off negative energy, negative effects, to keep away witchcraft, curses, things like that. One of the things that customers say a lot, which I 100% agree with, is you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is carry it on you. And it works. It works to keep negativity away. We've done many, many tests in the store with customers. Does it work? Does it not work? This is one of my favorite items because it works so well. You can keep it in your car. You can keep it in your bag, which I don't know if I would do because it's very, very sharp. But keep it on your desk at work if you're having issues at work, right? If you are doing any kind of defensive magic, it's nice to even boil the water, and you can also use the water in different washes, baths, things like that. Definitely you can find this in nature, and it works really, really, really well. So family, when you're doing defensive work, right? Defensive equals protection, warding off, keeping away, blocking, right? That's the time where you would be thinking about washing yourself with something, cleansing your space with something, things like that. Black water is one of the other items, the third item that I wanted to share with you today. This is not to wash your body. The instruction says don't wash your body, right? But I want to reiterate that. This is to break curses, remove negativity, negative vibrations, any kind of negative energy that's sent out. You can use this to wash your floors, wipe your doors down, put drops of it outside of your space, and things like that. Black water is extremely effective. We do sell it at the Botanica. Some people make it from scratch, but definitely using black water is very, very effective. Then the next thing, which is something that most of you would say, well, you know, I kind of thought about that already, but protection oil. Different kinds of protection oils that you can make yourself or you can purchase. We have Lucky Breaks All protection oil to break negativity. We have a block breaker oil that is to break up negative vibrations. All of these different kinds of oils or things that are in that department works very well also in combination of things. So you could also have put the protection oil on your bat head root as an example, right? Actually, let me grab this plate so it's a little easier to see. But you could take some of the protection oil and put it on different items, right? As an example. And protection, we know that's a guarding, that's a blocking, that's a like putting up a strong fence, right? Your spiritual fence, your spiritual defense, which is why it's called a fence, right? To help you to keep that wall very high no matter what's going on. Some people have certain things going on in their life they don't want people to see, or they want to keep others away from. Protection is very good, as I mentioned before. The next item that I absolutely love to use is black walnut. Black walnut, we sell the powder, we sell the bark. This has become kind of popular, I would say maybe about 1.5 years ago in the spiritual world, and it works really, really well. What is a walnut? It's so hard to get into. You can't even bite it to open it, right? Plus, you need to have something very strong to break it. The walnut tree itself is a very strong defensive tree, defensive against predators, insects, infections, all these different things. Black walnut is a fantastic thing to use. You can use it on your body. You can use the powder. You can use it in candles, baths, floor washes. You can blow the powder. Black walnut is something you want to keep in your spiritual toolkit because you can use it for so many different purposes. And what is a walnut tree? It's huge, but it's also good for prosperity. Wink, wink. There goes your sweet thing. It's great for prosperity and defense and protection, right? So we've got some black walnut powder. Then I have here our hex breaker candle, Yeyeo's hex breaker candle that we actually sell in the store. And this candle, I'm going to just hold it up also just in case. It's very, very effective. It has a prayer on it. It comes in 2 colors. This is one of the colors. And it says curse breaking, destroy, reverse. And it has a prayer on it around breaking negativity, blocking negative vibrations, breaking up those vibrations, right? When you need to keep your defenses high, this is a good time to kind of do some of these things to keep you protected. Remember, if you're doing something like a hex breaker candle, that's directly towards something. But if you're using the devil's pod or using the bat head's root, that can just be items for maintenance, and so can the protection, right? But all still being around keeping your fences up, keeping your defenses high, and staying protected. And I want, for my crystal lovers, I've got something for you. For people who are really loving their crystals, I have some hematite here. So there are many, many crystals that you can use, many crystals that you can use for protection, for blocking. But hematite's great for grounding, stability, progress, breakthrough. It's wonderful for testosterone and masculine energy, guys. Really great for you, for men that use it. But also, it is an absorber of negative energy. It absorbs negative energy, negative vibrations, different kinds of negative frequencies or low vibrational frequencies. Hematite's really great for that as well. So if you have different kinds of crystals, preferably the dark ones, right? Ones that are black, ones that are dark, are, in my experience, are the stronger ones to use around blocking and keeping negative vibes away, excuse me. And lastly, I've got my sweet thing. You know I love my sweet thing. This is our Lucky Break Sol soap. We have the Break Sol soap and we have the Protection soap, all handmade. So these are things that you can use to bathe with, because of course handmade items are going to be a little bit stronger. And family, we have more handmade items on our website. Again, some are much stronger. Many of our Lucky oils that we make, we have a Lucky line. That whole line are all handmade products by you know who, me. So family, we went through 7 and a sweet thing, 8 items, great to use for defensive magic, protection, and keeping your spiritual fences up. I hope that gave you some ideas. Maybe you learned about 1 or 2 things. Definitely comment below. Share some of your items. Maybe I'll review them on our channel and carry some of them if we already don't in our website. We've got many other items for defensive magic, but these were some of the easier ones I think that you would enjoy using and that are very approachable. And see you next time, and see you at our next live. Ashe, ashe, ashe.